Hey guys, I'm Kamikaze Ikun, and today I'm going to be showing you my most recent pickups. For, reasons being that I didn't have a whole lot of games last month, I decided to hold off on doing a pickups video until this month because I was waiting on a few other packages to come in. A lot of great games to show you guys, so why don't we get started? Now this first stack of games I have are all PlayStation 2. This first one that I actually got this from Ms. Croft. We did a unboxing of just random games, and this was one of those games that came in that package. This is Top Gun Combat Zones. I have not yet gotten around to playing this, but I do remember there being a couple of Top Gun games on the NES. Those games, a lot of people don't really care for them. I don't seem to mind them all that much either, though. I never really could figure out how to land the plane, like a lot of us really couldn't figure that out. But I really enjoyed the games for what they were, and it looks like, just a basic air combat simulator, but I did play, games like Ace Combat 1 through 7, so this looks like it's pretty much just that. So I'll let you guys know what I think of it after I get around to playing this. Now this next game, I actually did play back in the day when it first came out, and that is Family Guy the video game. I actually really enjoyed this game, especially during this era. There were a lot of games that were coming out based on TV shows. God only knows there were a ton of Simpson games. Teen Titans also had a game that came out around this time, and even Futurama. They're a lot of fun. They have a lot of the same comedy and humor from the TV shows. If you ever get the chance, do give this a shot. I found this for like a couple dollars at my local Salvation Army. It was probably the only find that I could pick up from there as of recently. Actually, wait, no, that was a lie. There is one other game that I did find there as well, and that is Finding Nemo. I love these Disney games. I don't know what it is. I think there's just so much enjoyment to be had in these games. And, even like from movies like this, I love these types of games. I haven't gotten around to this one either, but, just by judging what it looks like on the back of the box, I think I'll have a lot of fun with it. Like I said, I've picked up games like Wreck-It Ralph and, what was that other one? I know I have a Cars game in my collection somewhere, and I think they're amazing. Now, I'll show you guys these next three games. This one is Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, Crash Twinsanity, and Crash Tag Team Racing. These three I got in a lot. There were some other games that came with it that I already owned, so I'm not going to show them off in this pickups video, obviously, but I really enjoyed the Crash Bandicoot games on the PlayStation 1. I've heard some negative things about the PlayStation 2 games, but these ones, like I said, I just really wanted to have these because, it's a PlayStation mascot, and I absolutely love Crash Bandicoot. I think he's an amazing character, and I really enjoyed Crash Team Racing, so I think the one I really want to play out of all of these is Tag Team Racing. I want to see how that turns out. Now, I finally did pick up a game for my Switch. That is Resident Evil Origins Collection. This one comes with Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1. However, upon opening this, I found out that Origins was the only game that was on the card. However, you can download, it gives you a download code for Resident Evil, like the original Resident Evil remake. And, I thought that was still pretty cool. I really would have rather have had these both on the same card. And I don't understand why they couldn't have managed that, but, at least I still got both games. It's kind of funny because I was reading the little voucher that was inside, and I think the voucher expires in 2077, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm like, none of us are gonna care that late into the that late on, that's another good, what, like 50 plus years before that voucher expires. So this next game, it's the only one I also got for the PlayStation 3, and that is Gran Turismo 6. I love racing games, and Gran Turismo in particular, especially on the PlayStation 1, I absolutely enjoyed that game. This, it looks, like your standard racing game from that era, and, again, it's another game I'm going to enjoy playing. I know I'm going to like it, so, it would just seem natural that I would have picked it up. So these two games here I picked up for the Xbox 360. This one is Thief. Now, I've heard a lot of praise about this game, especially as far as the stealth aspect goes for this game. So, I really enjoy games like Tenchu and Metal Gear Solid, so I was like, why not give Thief a chance and see what that game's all about. Now, this next one is Saints Row 2. Now, I have 3 and 4, and I have like many different versions of those two games, and as far as I know, I think this was the only version of 2 that had come out for the 360. But, I enjoyed the sequels that came after this, so I really want to see, kind of go back and see, the roots of the Saints Row series. So, and then we have on the PlayStation 4, I picked up this little gem. It's called Indivisible. This is it's a side-scrolling RPG. It looks really nice. It looks like all the sprites were hand-drawn. I'm not quite sure if that's the case, but, I love games like that. I like those games that, they come from very unknown companies, so you don't necessarily know what to expect from these games, but, for what it is, it looks like it was a really good game, and again, it's another one I really cannot wait to play. I have such a huge backlog of games that I have to play that, catching up, maybe I'll end up playing it in 2021. I mean, who knows? So this next one is it's a remaster of a PlayStation classic game, and that is Medieval. This is Medieval 1 and 2. I thought this was an amazing game back when it came out on the PS1, so obviously this was another one I had to pick up because, I also found this on clearance too, by the way, so yeah, this was like one of the first things that hit that shopping cart. Then I found this game. I don't necessarily find a whole lot of VR games, or VR games that I would be interested in particular. So this one, when I seen this, came to a bit of a surprise, and it's called The Impatient. It is it's a VR game where you are locked away inside of an asylum, and you're trying to find your way out of this asylum. And it's yet again another game that it uses a lot of survival horror elements, from what I can assume, and it's one of those kind of experiences. I love these kinds of games, especially stuff like Resident Evil 7 or even Five Nights at Freddy's. When that came out on VR, I loved those games to death. So these last two games, this first one here, this is my only PlayStation game that I had picked up, and that is Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Yeah, this cover looks very bizarre. It's supposed to be based on Jax, which I never really found him to be that interesting of a character, but it's a PlayStation game and it's Mortal Kombat, so why not try it? I found it for like $1, so if I hate it, whatever, I'll flip it, I'll sell it, not a big deal. So this last one here, this is the one game I was waiting on. This one, I had a bit of an issue getting this game in because the way the postal service is around here now, it took, I want to say, at least 3.5 weeks for this game to arrive, and this was kind of one of the reasons why I held off on doing a pickups video. But that game is House of the Dead 2. I've been looking for this game all over the place. Like, whenever I go looking for Dreamcast games, this is one of the top games that I go looking for. And for some reason I just never was able to find it, so I finally just said, you know what, I'll pick it up online, not a big deal to me. So, you know, I'm very happy to finally have this in my collection, and there's a bunch of Dreamcast games actually that I have on my wish list that I've slowly been picking up after a while. It's just, they've been going up in price, so, you know, I'm kind of picking and choosing my battles when it comes to picking up Dreamcast games. So, thank you guys for staying till the end of this video and checking out everything that I had just recently acquired over these last couple of months. If you haven't yet, do consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. You know, if you have anything to say, let me know down in the comments below. And I guess until next time, guys, thank you for watching.